The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light
Liadrin, it has begun. I need you with me on the wall.
Gorthamar, the void will envelop us soon. Only the light can save us now.
No. The time for prayer has passed.
The Sunwell will not fall. Not while I draw breath. Little elves. I can see you grow weary. How much longer can you hold out? Flee and save yourselves.
Liadrin, don't.
Light be with you. You see? She understands it's hopeless. Soon, you all will. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through... I know that I am unworthy. I don't know if I deserve your help, but I know my people do. Please give them strength. I admire your spirit, but that will not save you. Soon, I will break your world.
You can't even break one elf.
This darkness comes to devour everything. And when it is finished, there will be no more light. Without your aid, we will perish. I beg you, help us. The Sunwell will not fall!
Not while we draw breath.
The Arathi Highlands, once bitterly contested, have seen a tenuous ceasefire between the Horde and the Alliance. But though the armistice brought a measure of peace, a new threat has thrown the region into chaos. Stromgarde is under siege, and Hammerfall has suffered heavy losses. You have answered the call for aid, and stand ready to join the fight. band together with the
I've
Horde
seen
and the
you,
Alliance
Windrunner.
to secure the
Always
Arathi
alone,
Highlands.
pushing everyone away to embrace the hunt. Inevitably, the void consumes everything. I'm coming for all of you. You mortals are the most wrathful creatures in existence. Your hunger for violence is insatiable.
This stops now.
The repairs have been more challenging than expected. The costs alone.
Are irrelevant. You gave it to the ethereals?
It is time. Come, Lord Demencius. Come feast upon this universe.
He will devour all that exists.
You broke my dark heart, Illyria.
No! We need her!
We cannot trust her!
I'm not asking you to trust her. I'm asking you to trust me.
We did it. Demencius is gone. No. Wait! You... What did you do?
I kept my promise. Together, we vanquished Demencius. And I now have all I need to claim what is mine. I will take everything you love. For 100,000 years, I have planned for this moment. Let the way be opened to my prize.
Pretty deep here to start this second half. He's trying to play one out on Brennan Cox. The Cats playing him as a one out forward.
Springfield on the boundary. at Optus Stadium. Jackson flicks it to the side. Dangerfield read it better, and then it's a wobbly entry. And as far as Pearce, now he's going to flare it to the side where Driscoll can run onto it, and he arches the back.
The Highlands have seen more than enough conflict. We have to end this before it can escalate.
Perfect, and was now in a Switkowski's got Young running forward. Brayshaw in the middle, hangs up for a while. Dangerfield can't affect the spoil. Brayshaw back off his mark. Got a Driscoll wide one way. He comes to the near side. Erasmus doesn't look confident. The leads come. Erasmus lines them up. Down towards Jackson, who's already kicked two. He's a towering presence.
Well, Fremantle's goal kicking in the first part of that first quarter was poor, but their retention of their kicks inside 50 is through the roof. 74% leading into that. The AFL average is 48%. So if they can tighten the goal kicking, which they have done over the back part of that second quarter, things are going to start to roll for them.
3 against North, just to make it 4 in a row. He's now kicked 3 against the Cats. And the 28-point margin has been whittled all the way back to just 3.
Just little moments everywhere. Every possession is like gold at the moment. This contested mark, this was an average kick back into the corridor. Dangerfield comes with power, and Brayshaw hangs onto that. If that's a spilt ball, it's at the other end in a flash, and the Cats, with their conversion, with what we've seen already tonight, would have put it on the scoreboard and made them pay. Huge contested mark from Andrew Brayshaw.
Just an element of confusion behind the ball here. You can see big mark there. You can just see Edwards sitting in the top of 50 there. He actually has to come up. Jackson runs straight to the goal square. So he's challenging the young ruckman to get ahead of him there. It was a shot, but you've still got to be there defending.
Great word, Fremantle. Worthy of a Harvey Norman replay. Back in the middle, Edwards' kick was smothered. Gathered by Dangerfield. They gather him.
Especially
free. Clark along the ground. Sarong quick hands. Young trying to progress it forward. Atkins got a little hand in there. Topo from Brayshaw was good enough. Switkowski. Erasmus had to double check. Goes back to Switkowski. Brayshaw. Errant handball. O'Connor there. They grab him. Ball up.
A little sense of pressure there on Brayshaw. Got rid of it too quickly. He was the one that could have straightened him. We've seen them kicking inside 50. It's been excellent tonight.
7 in a row for the Cats across the first and second term. Now the last 4 the way of Freo. Got out to 28 points. Sarong, they're looking to take the lead with Clark. Spreads it out wide. Tracy, Sullivan, Amos, who's had his problems in front of the sticks.
Contact below the knees. Geelong.
Both players were just waiting for the decision. So it's going the way of Colin Jasny, who doesn't mess around. Holmes will have to play on not the distance.
Runs outside the 50-metre arc, Holmes. And then sends it down the line in the Neil direction. Wiltshire didn't bounce for him. Bounced better for Warner. Warner with good control. Down the throat of Frederick. Young looks inboards. Then his kick wasn't convincing. It was a worm burner. Guthrie. Holmes pummels the handball back into the aisle for Fremantle. This is dangerous. Switkowski to Erasmus. He's closer this time, and he's accurate this time. Fremantle have hit the front.
Oh, check the footy. Hayden Young was lucky to hit his boot. And then the handball was wild. You just, again, this is finals-like the pressure at the Exeter. You make a mistake, you bleed. Great kick back in the middle. They looked like they were really going to springboard with some power here. But he nearly missed his foot. He's one of the best kicks in their competition. And then they're out. And just a basic skill error, and you bleed. What a high-quality game this is. I mean, the mistakes, they're in every game, but they're magnified tonight.
Erasmus just holding his width there. It's 2 in a row where he's been out of that far wing. It's shifted across to the other side. He's been the one to get it.
7 of the last 8 clearances they've won the Fremantle Dockers. Jackson, a real factor.
Kicked the last 5 goals after giving up 7. The Dockers.
Free kick. Stand.
They're worried about him in the ruck.
Dominating this game. Jackson, 18 disposals, 2 inside 50s. Clearances and 3 goals. Bombs it down towards Voss and Tracy, and that's a good mark from Henry, holding up in defence. Now it's the Cats under pressure.
Set it up for Wiltshire. couple of goals in a row in the first quarter. That ball not authoritative at all. Blitzards, grabs, and it's clamped up again.
So Fremantle have kicked 5 goals from their last 8 entries. So they've corrected that errant goal kicking in the first half.
Atkins grabbed by Brayshaw, and umpire right on the spot holding it.
Had an arm free, the umpire said he had a perfect view of that.
Brayshaw coming up for his 18th disposal. Short to Reid, who really sparked them early. Still not the distance. A training drill back by hand to Brayshaw, who started it all. This time he requires the distance. Sends it deep to Coney and gets in front of Amos and marks solidly.
So how does Geelong combat what's happening at the moment? Their offense is letting them down, turning the ball over.
Another turnover. Brayshaw. Erasmus, previous goal kicker, sends it inside. No real target that time though. Cut off.
You can see the difference when the Murphy Reid gets it or an Erasmus. I mean, it's chalk and cheese. How do you force it into Murphy's hands? You've got to challenge him to run.
Me too.
Humphries, good user of the football to a one-on-one. Manning gets out the back of Clark. Doesn't quite get the bounce he's after. Does well to trap it. Can't beat it. No.
Good draw to Clark. He's lightning as well, but you can just see shut him down.
Desperately need a clearance here, the Cats.
Pack crowded, Optus. With the advantage of playing some of these top teams at home, Sydney in a few weeks' time. Atkins, Holmes off the standing starts. Long ball to the pocket. Dockers with numbers. Fox has the mark.
Taking control back there, the key defenders. And I think it might be time to roll Jeremy Cameron back up the field. Get him involved in the game. They need his class.
3 touches for Cameron. Martin's had 5. He kicked 3 alone in the first term though. Jack Martin. Zakoning's taken a couple of good marks. Dishes it off to Holmes. On range. Winding ball forward. Big grab coming back. Henry with his head tucked up. Takes a strong grab in the square.
He's got the ability to do this, Henry. He's that sort of 3rd or 4th into the contest. Gets a good run, and if he can get a jump, get some good height.
Plays on, kicks his 24th goal of the season, breaks a run of 5, and they retake the lead, the Cats.
It's tough to move the ball. Both teams have had their moments where they've just
Play Demology Warlock. So
having to go to contest long, and it's been De Koning down the line that's been a bit of a thorn in the side of the Fremantle counterpunchers.
You can see Ryan
first up,
he was looking at Bowes, thinking that he was going to have to get across him. His direct matchup was Henry, overcommitted to Bowes, and that's what these fast turnovers do. They create confusion, they create outnumbers in areas that you don't want them, and players scramble.
Generator and a spender spec at its core, but please, let's see how to actually play Demology Warlock. So, first up, Demo is a generator and a spender spec at its core, but the real difference between an average player and a strong one will come from cooldown setup. This spec is not about randomly vomiting demons onto the screen and hoping for the best, but it's about building the soul shards, spending them correctly and stacking the maximum number of useful demons before you hit summon the demonic tyrant, then precast the
wrestle top of the square. Martin couldn't get access to it. Came out to Pearce. Hacks it outside 50. It's a tumbling ball. Good contest. Witkowski and O'Connor. Line is there and it tumbles over.
That one there, that's the perfect example there coming forward. You've got to handball that to Murphy Reid. Get it Bolton and to Reid and you get a goal. But if you try, it's just that next level of player down for Fremantle, forward of centre, hurting them.
Got the lasso results. Witkowski takes it, plays on immediately. Contest in the air. Tracy caught one over the shoulder. They're building Freo.
That's that full extended arms from Tracy. Either marks or he gets the free kick.
Takes some ground. 60-metre ball forward. Cox is deep. Colin Jasny, they're starting to combine well back there. They're taking some good defensive marks.
Stand. Cox has got to be better there. From a Fremantle point of view, he has to get that to ground at minimum.
Leave it on. Play on.
12 touches on the MC.
Holding, Geelong.
Geelong come up with a free kick. Battered and bruised, but soldiering on Henry. Short to Stevens. Mature and composed in his 4th match. Spreads it to the outer side of Kolajasny. Freo with the first 2 goals of the 3rd term, but Geelong with the goal from Ollie Henry to put their noses in front. 50 metres. Late contact from Brayshaw, it's a 50, so Mullen can march inside 50 and have a shot.
I think in Andrew's defence, he tried to pull out of that. Made contact. Genuine 50-50 call.
Once you're committed in the air like that, and lead with the knee.
Come back another 2 metres, thank you. Another one.
Shot from 25 metres out or thereabouts. And Gaelic football for Kilmaine and Mayo County signed until the end of next. Mullen extends the lead for the Cats.
It's been one of the talking points of the season, the addition of the lasso rule. And I just don't know whether that is the real reason we brought the rule in. Just the little tiggy touch where it flicks off the toe like that. It's not a deliberate kick out of bounds or a real possession, and it pays a big price.
Well, it's not a disposal.
No.
It's not a disposal, so that's the discussion. They're just finding a way, the Cats, aren't they? Just finding a way. Conceded 5 in a row. Somehow just found a way to slowly move the ball down the ground and draw opportunities.
Freo turnaround half-time deficits 4 times this season, behind only Sydney at 5. Have to do it here, trailing by 10 at quarter time, 9 at half-time. On the way, Young. Looks a bit sore.
Good, strong tackle.
You okay?
Are you okay? No, I'm not. Looks like he's hurt his right lower leg.
Shock with injuries this year. He can't move.
He'll be able to take his kick. Hopefully all okay. He's had soft tissue issues.
He's hobbling off now. I don't know why he's not in the arms of the doctors. He's a pretty important player. I'd be potentially getting the stretcher out there to make sure he's okay.
No. So he's moving a bit free and out. Just to knock more than anything else. Hopefully, case.
Sometimes these sorts of players that get injured so regularly, they do panic. They can panic for any sort of pain shooting through that lower leg. This is promising to see him getting off a bit quicker now.
Rounds 2 through 5 with a hamstring this season, Hayden Young. Resigning free kick to go the way of the Dockers as the coach looks on.
Play on.
Sarong does that. Shallow entry inside 50. The big boys fly. Cox, Tracy, they're both there.
Fine. Makes sense.
Back into the middle. Dodging, weaving. Stevens. Atkins. Calls for reinforcements up the ground. He kicks inside 50. Henry caught at the back. Chapman goes over the top. Tries to get it to Warner. Cox off the ground. Almost trapped by Bowes. Hot ball. Neal. Flicked it out towards Atkins. Driscoll grabbed him. He was able to shrug it. Slipped it. And then kicks to the top of the square. Cats need a mark. Wiltshire patted down to Cameron. Cameron ducks. Got it back to Wiltshire. Couldn't get a kick away and eventually out of play.
Struggling with that arm. Jeremy Cameron's been causing him issues all season. Grimacing and shaking. Neal on Cox. Spins free. Stepping. Chapman. Hand pass into the corridor is dangerous. Frederick stands up for his teammates, though. Pearce always does that. Cats start to swarm. Dangerfield throws it on the boot. Off the outside from behind.
Is he lucky there? Chapman just handballing that ball back in. As you can see that Jeremy Cameron is in a bit discomfort landing on that hard on that arm again.
Ryan, outside 50. Voss at the back. Shrugs the attentions of Humphreys and then kicks it to space. Amos can run onto it, but it's set. He keeps it moving for Switkowski. He runs off it.
Just needs one to get the confidence up.
Quarter time, 9 at half time. They did it by 28 points. At one stage, I think 7 unanswered. Well responded. Thursday night between 1 and 3. Young still on the bench.
O'Connor versus Reed. Mullen versus Bolton. They're the two spots that are going to explode onto this hit out.
Jackson's had a good spell on the bench. He's the dominant player on the ground. He's kicked 3, has Luke. Box into Coney. Exactly where
Yeah, we talked about a lot of 450 stoppages. They separate close games. They really do. Take your moment. Really well orchestrated. All the attention was on Bolton and Reed. And Sarong was probably going to always be the hit-to target. Just a little push off there. Welcome back, Caleb Sarong.
We saw it pre-game from Joey Montagna, and he showed this exact pattern from Caleb Sarong. He has the communication with the ruck. He just drops into that little right hip position there and then drives away from the stoppage close to goal there. He was the one that blocked for Reed at the original stoppage. This is different though. It's in tight. This is where he does his best work. It was an excellent hit, excellent crumb and great execution.
Stevens wasn't ready. That's the gap.
This is starting to look like a coordinated assault. Let's move.
Reed pressed out of it by Stevens. Good battle in the middle of the ground. Dangerfield fished it off the ground. Back up to Stevens. Brayshaw pressures him. Loose pill up to McPhee. McPhee to Reed. It was an errant handball. Grabbed by Edwards. He's grabbed by Bolton. Cameron worried out of it by Johnson. Dudley goes back to McPhee. McPhee by hand to Brayshaw and they can work it through the centre. McPhee's kick inside 50. Pretty deep towards Jackson with the fist instead. Henry by
the ogres and kobolds must be gathering supplies for a larger strike.
Probably on in the original foray forward, but as a wing he's just been sitting out there playing his role, and in the end the offensive movement he was bypassed, but it was the defensive movement he got involved in that position there.
Not sure I've seen as many panic handballs from Geelong's defenders I've seen in this third term or the last 2 quarters of footy.
1 goal, 2 so far for Tracy.
Roll ball. Straight.
What would you ask the daughter of the sea? I will never forget.
We've got a game on our hands.
Well met, Rom-Com. Let honor guide.
All clubs rely on systems, so what they do